Testing microphone. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Okay, so we're going to give it 5 more minutes for more people to join. I'll be back in 5 minutes. We'll start the webinar in 5 minutes. Okay, it seems that we have enough people to start. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of our partners all over the world. My name is Hugo, and I'll be talking a little bit about Active Security Overview. Thank you all for joining today. So let's start. About us. ACTI was founded in 2003 in Taipei, in Taiwan, which means that we are experienced in the security camera industry. We have a branch office in California, and our products are present in many countries around the world. Who are we? We are an end-to-end IP video surveillance solution provider, covering all the way from security to business management solutions. We currently focus on video surveillance, video analysis application, access control, plus video at edge, and cloud-based solutions. You must be wondering why us, why ACTI? Well, first of all, because we are a total solution. Our hardware integrates seamlessly with our software, and that allows for optimal products and services. We have a wide array of cameras and recorders, which are compatible with OMVIC protocol, so it makes us an open platform. This is our solution diagram. These are basically all the solutions that we offer here at ACTI. We have the camera, services, control center, network video recorder, the market application suite, video analytics, and client application. Today we will focus on the cameras, the security aspect of that, the network video recorders, the control center as well. Okay. Let's start talking about the cameras. When we talk about cameras, we have literally hundreds of models that you can choose from. We have two main categories, which are the regular IP cameras and the intelligent video surveillance cameras that work with video analytics embedded. The spec may vary depending on the client's needs. For example, our cameras go from 1 to 12 megapixels. They have super wide angle length. They also have adaptive IR, super low light, extreme WDR, and up to 36 times optical zoom. The types of cameras that we have are very different. So, for example, we have box, bullet, cube, dome, PTZ, hemispheric, cover, and intercom. Like I said, we have more than 250 models that you can choose from, so I'm sure that at least one of them will satisfy your client's needs. These are some of my personal recommendations. When it comes to zoom bullet, we have this selection. This camera is the A42. It's a zoom lens bullet camera, 5 megapixels, extreme WDR, super low light, and 2.8 optical zoom. What's interesting about this camera is that it supports H.265 compression, and it's one of our newest cameras. But we can adjust to your budget, obviously. When it comes to the intelligence selection, we have the E39. This one comes with face detection included. This is a bullet camera, 2 megapixels, extreme WDR, superior low light sensitivity, built-in face detection, and also a built-in dehumidifier. This is our PTZ Selection. This model is the I915. It's our speed dome. It's one of our best cameras that we have. It's a 2 megapixel speed dome. It comes with extreme WDR, top of the line spec. For example, extreme low light sensitivity, optical zoom with 36 times, and built-in analytics. We also have the mini dome selection. This is the bando-proof mini dome. The model is A92. It comes with 3 megapixels, advanced WDR, so on and so forth. And this is a regular dome with zoom. Okay, a zoom lens dome 882, 5 megapixels dome. It comes with extreme WDR. If you would like to know more about specific models, you can go to our website, acti.com/product selector, and then you find all of our models. So let's start with our recorders. Now that we already talked a little bit about our cameras, we can start with the recorder. We have 3 different selections. Our software one, in case you already have the server, then you can just install our software version. This one is very flexible because it comes in 3 different types. So like I said, if you already have your server, then you can go ahead and install our software version, connect our cameras, and you're good to go. We also have the standalone. We have 2 types of standalone, the one with Windows operating system embedded and the Linux one. Okay, when we talk about the Windows, we're talking about an easy to set up server, and it supports up to 200 channels. Now the Linux one, it comes with a customized Linux operating system. It's plug and play. The licenses, you don't have to buy extra licenses because the licenses are included up to a certain amount of channels. And this one is in case you have small installations or if you're looking for some special type of integration. I'll talk a little bit about that in the next couple of slides. So this is our NVR3. This is a Windows-based NVR, the software one that I talked about. This is how it looks like. It supports up to 64 live view and sync playback, Google Maps support, smart search, IVS event support, on-this support, network input and output integration. Our line of ENRG3, this is a standalone Linux-based server and recorder. This one is very special because it's our new line of, it's our 3rd generation of ENR, and you can integrate points of sales, network, digital input or output, PMS. It comes with support for built-in analytics if your cameras have those analytics built in as well. It doesn't mean that ENR is going to do all of the analytics on its own, but it just takes the analytics from the cameras and then you're able to integrate them and see them in your ENRG3. You can also push video from your Apple device or your Android device directly to the ENR. It comes as well with other features such as H.265 compression and many more. This is how the solution architecture looks like. You have the camera, it's gonna go, the feed is gonna go directly to the ENR and then to the monitor. As well, you can integrate network digital input and output, such as alarms, etc. And then, like I said, you can push your video from your mobile phone. And the cool thing about this recorder is that it comes with support for access control integration. So basically, you don't need 2 servers to do 2 things, right? You only need 1 server that's going to do both the recording of your video as well as control the access control server. And also it comes with POS machine integration. As long as the brand of your POS machine is supported by our ENR, then everything will be okay. How the NVR interface looks like. You can see it has customizable layouts. In this case, you can see the panel of cameras right here and on the lower left corner. Then you can create new groups. You can create different users as well. And you can set the type of privileges that your users are going to get. If you're the administrator, then you can get full access, or you can just prevent some people from accessing the whole settings, and just allowing them to see the live view and the devices that are currently connected. Another nice feature is that you are able to schedule your recording based on events, based on the time, based on the hours. It doesn't matter. You can just choose the schedule settings and the recorder is going to record for you. Now, what happens when you have more than one location? Then it is recommended that you use our control center. In this case, we have 3 different types of control centers. Just like the recorder, the NVR, we have the CMS, which is our software server. This one will connect up to 6,400 channels. It has 64 channel live view and sync playback at the same time. Now, when we talk about the software, then you're going to need to have your own server, of course. But if you choose to buy the server from us, you can just go ahead and do that. This is our standalone TMS2 server, and it comes with similar features as well. If you would like to have more than one screen, you would like to have a TV wall server, we can also do that. It comes with preloaded TV wall software, maximum of 4 HDMI displays, monitoring extensions from CMS to hardware. So this is the software version right here. This is the standalone one. And this is how the architecture will look like. So for example, if you have different locations, you have your branch office in North America, and you want to push video from South America, and you have another location in Europe, and you have a small store in Africa, then no problem, you can use our CMS too to be able to control everything and see the live view from all of your locations. Like I said, they support up to 6,400 channels, so unless you're looking for something really big, then the CMS 2 is for you. This is our TV wall server. You can see here, you can see different screens, and you can customize the layouts as well. So in this case, we have 1 camera per TV, but you can choose as many as 64 per TV. This is their architecture. Okay, so what is IVS? IVS is Intelligent Video Server, and how can you benefit from it? Sorry, it's actually Intelligent Video Surveillance. For example, if you have 1 camera, a hemispheric camera that can record in a 360-degree angle, then you can see the whole panorama. And then you can set one of our speed zones to follow specific targets that you can predetermine on the settings. So that's what we call the overview zoom tracking, OZT. So this is our auto tracking technology comparison. It depends on your budget. If you're looking for digital auto tracking or PTZ auto tracking, you can do it with the cameras themselves. But if you would like to combine and get a complete solution of OZT, then you can just combine the 2 types of cameras. You can have a hemispheric and a speed dome. Another feature of IVS is line crossing. It means that you can set a virtual fence, and then if someone or something crosses that line, then you'll get notified by email or depending on the settings that you have on the NVR. These analytics are also embedded in the camera, or you can also get our IVS server that's going to help you deal with stuff like that. So for example, here, you have someone who's not supposed to be crossing that virtual fence, then you'll get notified by email. you can alert the authorities, and you'll have the problem solved. The same goes for loitering. If you don't want someone staying at a particular time for a period of time, then you can just set it up. You can adjust the settings. You can select the region of interest in your video footage. You can do it through the NVR if your cameras have built-in analytics. And then you'll get a notification by email. So we have an example here of someone staying by the ATM. Someone is not supposed to be there for so long because it's suspicious. So you can just set the area in your NVR or from the web configurator from your camera, and you'll get a notification. Unattended object. So how do we prevent a problem like the following? You have someone who's supposed to go somewhere, but they lose their carry-on, their baggage. So if the baggage was supposed to be in one area, then you can just find it using the IVS server. Unattended object. This is the same with a different application. If something is not supposed to be there, then you can just set on the NVR all the settings, and it's gonna alert you with something. When something is there and that is not supposed to be there, then you can just get notified so you can alert the authorities. This is usually useful at airports or on any other type of critical situation. We do offer access control. We have 3 different types of access control. We have the access control enterprise server, the access control standard server, and the ENR generation 3. Okay, so let's start with the access control enterprise server. This is an NVR3 family. So it means that the interface looks just like the NVR3, the one that I showed you before. I'll show you a little bit about in the future. It comes with Windows operating system, and it can be integrated with NVR3 from the version that you can see on the screen. Okay, so you can have, if you have this version, then you can have access control with live view, access control with playback. It supports up to 300 controllers, and it supports ACTI face recognition access control device. Now, the second type of access control that we offer here at ACTI is the access control standard server. This is a part of the MAS family, which is our market application suite. It supports up to 255 controllers. It can be based on Windows, or it can be used as a web service depending on the needs from the project. This one supports both ACTI face recognition access control device and Meta Engine server. What's interesting about this one is that it can be integrated with our VMS, which can be the NVR as well. And lastly, the third type of access control that we offer is our ENR generation 3. That's the one that I showed you before, the standalone NVR that does 2 things at the same time. Not only does it control your video footage when it comes to security, but you can also use it as access control using RFID. It comes with Linux operating system. It supports up to 32 channels. And like I said, you will not use an additional servers. You have 2 in 1. Now this is the architecture, the access control, the standard access control. The one I mentioned before, the first one, you have the cameras, then the video footage stays the same, your security stays the same. It goes to the NVR3 corporate or whichever type of NVR that you have. And then you have your the door, you have the controller, and you can install a camera right there. So as soon as someone enters the door using the RFID card, then the footage is going to go to the NVR, and you can save the snapshot, or a short video footage of who entered and who left, depending on your settings, of course. So this is the one that integrates with our NVR. We have our ACSS solution, the face recognition access control. You have the cameras as well, then you have the NVR3. This is pretty similar. This is how the interface looks like. It looks similar to the NVR one. So this is actually the NVR3 workstation view. As you can see here, since the NVR3 is compatible with access control integration, and you can just see it here, it's considered one of the extended devices, and you can see the face recognition access control. This is the standard server. For this one, you're gonna need an additional server, just like the previous one, that's gonna do the controlling, and that's gonna deal with the data storage and all the information of the people who come in and leave the building or whichever premise that you're working on. This one, if you require the network video recorder integration, then this one doesn't usually work with like that, but based on the project, we can make it happen. How the interface looks like. And lastly, the NR Generation 3 access control. This one is the standalone access control, the one that you have two servers in one. You can check our website in case you have any, in case you want to know more information about our products, the different solutions that we have. But just to, as a summary, we have 3 types of access control. We also offer the more than 250 cameras, different types of recorders, as well as the control center in case you have different locations. ACTI have you covered. And of course, as well, we have the TV wall service and product. In case you want more information, you can access our website, acti.com. You can see our solution matrix. Over there, you can see all of the solutions that we offer here at ACTI, not only regarding to security, but as well business intelligence and operations management. Like I said, if you want to know more about our details, the details of our cameras, you can go ahead and go to acti.com/product selector. And if you're looking for some videos so you can have a better idea of our products and services, you can go to our website and our YouTube channel. These can be useful so you can show your customers as well. Well, I hope you had a good time listening to the security solutions that we offer here at ACTI. If you want more information, you can contact me, or you can call us. So thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll make sure that I follow up directly. Thank you.